Hi, everyone. Our project is the Political Toxicity Patrol, or PTP for short. PTP aims to make Twitter a safer place for underrepresented politicians by highlighting and reporting toxic tweets. Using the Twitter and Perspective APIs, we've gathered over 1 million tweets about a diverse group of politicians and assigned each tweet a score for 3 toxicity attributes: generally toxic, sexually explicit, and identity attack. Perspective API uses machine learning models to score the perceived impact a comment has on a conversation. It takes text as input and returns a score from 0 to 1, which indicates the probability that the comment is similar to various abusive comments that it's seen in the past. After aggregating all this data, we built a public API that people can use to view the tweets and all 3 toxicity scores. They can filter tweets by date, politician, and abusive scores. We also built a website where users can view interactive data visualizations of the tweets and their toxicity levels. Users can view the most toxic tweets on our wall of shame and can report the tweet with the hopes of making Twitter a safer place for political conversations.
Finally, we analyzed all the toxic political tweets we found. We isolated repeat offenders who appeared in the list of toxic tweeters several times and used the Twitter API to recreate their network within Twitter. By finding the most influential nodes within their subnetwork, we can characterize the networks within Twitter that are the sources of the most toxicity at a given period of time. We can also understand patterns within the clusters in these networks, such as the hashtag toxic tweeters are using or the politicians that they're following. Let's see how different types of users would interact with our project.
Hi, I'm Emily, an academic. I'm doing research on how online hate speech impacted the Democratic frontrunners during the Iowa caucus 2020. I can use the API to get tweets about Buttigieg, Biden, Sanders, and Warren from that time period, as well as each tweet's toxicity levels.
I'm Abby. I'm a campaign manager, and I'm appalled by all the hateful and sexist attacks that my candidate receives in response to her tweets. I can encourage my staff and followers to use PTP to report some of the worst tweets about my candidate. I can also use this tool to see all the tweets about my candidate over a certain time period and analyze the overall sentiment about her on Twitter. I'm Maddie, a journalist. I'm interested in looking at differences between toxic tweets aimed at left-wing politicians versus right-wing politicians. To do this, I would look at the Data Visualizations tab of the site and scroll down to the second graph, where I can see the percentage of tweets that have been labeled as toxic for a variety of different politicians. I can also isolate the groups that target particular politicians and see which individuals within that group are most influential.
Hi, I'm Simran. I'm a supporter of AOC and Elizabeth Warren, but I hate to see the truly vulgar and hateful things people say about them online. I want to be a part of the political conversation on Twitter, but it's hard when I see so many toxic tweets. I want a place where I can see the most hateful tweets about them and report them to Twitter so they are removed and I can be part of a healthier conversation online. Thank you so much for your attention. Tweet responsibly and please reach out if you have any questions.